Matayo, obviously, top to bottom, this is a very physical defense for the Ducks this year. Just your perspective on this group and heading into the Big Ten, obviously a lot of run-heavy offenses that you're going against. How valuable is that physicality experience that this group has?
I think it's very valuable. I think it's almost like a necessity. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole other type of ball we're going to be playing in the Big Ten. But pretty excited. I think we got a good team. We got some good key players that came in, some good returners on the defense. I think we're going to be solid.
What's the biggest lesson you learned from year 1 to year 2 that you're ready to take out and apply on the field?
I might have said this before, but I think just knowing every play is an opportunity. Every play matters. You can't really take any plays off. Just from high school, there's probably plays where I'll take plays off and it's the next play. But in college, it's you're presenting yourself. My goal is the NFL and win a championship, but you're presenting yourself every play. So how are people going to perceive you?
Who's the one person for you on this team that you kind of look up to, or maybe a coach that kind of inspires you?
I say one person I compete with every day is, everybody in my position group, but mainly I say Tatum Tuioti. He's my roommate when I first got here. But just competing with him every day, I think is something that's valuable to me.
How excited are you for your room with so many young guys that are growing and have an opportunity to kind of do it together? What's the excitement level going into this year?
I think everybody's excited in the room. Everybody got big goals, big aspirations. Just got to make sure we don't let outside noises dictate or influence us the wrong way. But I feel like we're gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? The edge room. I feel like almost everybody can play in the outside back room.
Some guys are going to ask about the video game. I'm going to ask about the art. How many hours was that on your arm?
Oh, the tattoo?
Yeah.
Shoot. It was last week. It was during the whole break. It was 40 hours, 40 plus hours. Yeah. Just pain. I was watching some anime.
Watching some anime so you could kind of ignore the pain?
Listen to music, watch anime, yeah.
Kind of get ready and get it done for fall camp, wanted it done before season?
Yeah. I don't know if it was the greatest idea because it's still not all the way healed. We're about to start practice, but that was the only time I could get it in before the season. So,
the whole landscape of college football is kind of going to change this year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like the team has really done to make sure that you guys are prepared to kind of be in that position to win a national championship this upcoming season?
I think we just Oregon is you see Oregon, it's always the innovative type school, and I feel even with new coaches like Dan Lanning, they just they've held up to that standard. Just the game is going to change. We're going to change with the game. Still sticking to our core values, but always changing and adapting for the better. So I feel like that's a big part.
The confidence the staff showed this offseason, they could have gone to the portal and brought in a veteran guy, an outside linebacker, and they kind of stay away from doing that. What did that tell you about how they see this group and what you guys can be?
I think it's what our group already knew when we first got here. But after a little bit, during last season, I'm man, we could be good, or we could be great. Every single one of us, the whole room, and just them reinforcing that. I think that just gives us good support.
And at this point, do they have to reinforce with words, or do they just do it by actions?
I feel at this point I don't know. For me, I don't really need a lot of talking or someone to come and talk to me all the time saying you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm always going to take coaching. I feel you have to be coachable, but I feel at some point you got to take the initiative.
I know you and DJ are really close. What did he talk to you about this summer just to help you in your second year in college?
I think he just said, don't be hesitant and stuff. Like, if it's third down, go rush the passer. Don't get off the ball slow. Like, don't be just kind of that. Don't be hesitant. Just get after it.
You guys faced some adversity with the loss of a teammate, former teammate this offseason. Did he help with that? Was that good to have somebody to turn to like that?
Yeah, I always looked at him as a leader. I wasn't like super close with him, but just seeing him as a player and like just seeing his story from the outside, just seeing what he'd been through and how he overcame it. I think everybody just saw him as just can see him as inspiration.
How did DJ help you with your conversation? And I'm sure you talked to him about it, and how'd that kind of go as far as helping you overcome and understand life when these kinds of things happen?
I feel like it started even before, like, me and my brother were playing football, just when we were kids, with my mom and my dad, just the way they raised us, just the core values they set in us. And then as my brother went to college, I was in high school during the recruiting process, and just asking him, like how should I, or like where should I pick a school? Like, how should I pick a school? And then just figuring out what I wanted from school, and I could just kind of ask him whatever.
There are a handful of other kind of younger guys in your position that also got a lot of playing time last year. What was it like to kind of go through that with Blake and also Tatum? Like, having other guys that were kind of going through the same thing as you, being able to kind of reflect off their experiences as well?
I mean, first of all, I think it was fun. You know what I'm saying? And even the guys that didn't really play, I feel like they're this close to playing. Jaden Moore and Ashton Porter, they were super close to playing. They won like scout player of the week every week. So you're probably gonna see them on the field this year. But it was fun, that experience, just getting a lot of playing time early, especially with like 3 people in one position group. I mean, it was fun. That's probably the best thing I can say. It was fun.
How's the tattoo sleeve going? Is it finished?
Yeah, it's finished.
Finished. How long of a process was that?
It was like 40 hours. Yeah.
What does it mean to you? I mean, I know it's a big
It's
thing
just a representation of my culture. I'm half Samoan. My dad is full Samoan, but just growing up in around that side of my family and just representing my Samoan culture.
I mean, you've been around Oregon sort of for a long time because your brother even came up here when he was a freshman for unofficial visits for the spring game. What's it mean for you to kind of have gone through all that time watching as a kid and now be here kind of in that same stadium that you looked at as a kid?
I think it's very crazy when I think about it. It's like very surreal because I grew up, like when NCAA came out, I was an Oregon fan. I always used Oregon. Like D'Anthony Thomas came in, like Michael James was here. I had like all the Oregon stuff, like jerseys and stuff. And then I came here with my brother, like in 8th grade. I was like in 7th grade. My brother's in high school. And I don't know if I liked it as much. And then coming into my recruiting process, I know Coach Tosh was trying to get me up here on a visit. And I was like, I didn't really want to go, but my dad wanted me to go. And one of my cousins was going to go too. Once I found out my cousin was going to go, and I was like, I'll go. Like, I didn't even want to go, but I only went because he went. And I came here, and I was surprised. But, you know, I got here. So.
Yeah.
I look back on your recruitment and just how kind of wild it was at the very end there. Just how glad are you that you ultimately made that decision?
I'm very glad. You know what I'm saying? Very glad.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, good?
Yeah, one more.
Just got one more. So who would you say is the most dressed, best dressed in the room, outside linebacker room?
It's me.
Me. Bro, stop. See?
He don't even got one pair of jeans. He don't have one pair of
He's not
jeans.
being truthful up here.
He don't got one pair of denim.
Get him.
It's me.